Welcome to Productalk Africa, where we simplify building digital and physical products. Click the subscribe button or follow us on social media at Productalk_Africa.
So, like I said earlier, who is not a product manager? A product manager is not a project manager, and a product manager is not a Scrum Master. So, I'll give high level the differences. A product manager would be at the strategic level of the products, define the vision and what the product manager is trying to achieve. The project manager supervises execution of the project. Let's use the word project, right? A product can be within a project, so they can have a product where they supervise the implementation of that product itself, and every activities around it. The Scrum Master is primarily a role that's of someone that works within a Scrum team. So a Scrum Master is a key person in the Scrum team that ensures that the team follows the Scrum practices and also helps to resolve impediments or blockers within the Scrum team, right? So those are three high-level differences between three of them. But now going into the table, the product manager works with outside stakeholders, external stakeholders, define requirements, to get the requirements that they will need to define the vision. The project manager works with internal stakeholders. However, that's not 100% true, just because they also work with external stakeholders. They could also work with external stakeholders and internal stakeholders. The Scrum Master works within the Scrum team. Whenever there's a blocker, whoever they need to identify to resolve those blockers, they identify that person and they resolve the blockers. The product manager helps to define the vision, right? So we said this earlier, at the strategic level, they define what the product is trying to achieve. The project manager would help execute the shared vision, right? So we have a product that's supposed to do something. When we implement it, supervising that product within a project can be the role of a project manager. The Scrum Master now ensures that everybody in the team follows the Scrum practices and Scrum methodology. He or she coaches the team on the proper methodology within Scrum, even if they are not aware initially. Another point again is that the product manager owns the vision, marketing, and return on investment. All right, so they manage those things. The project manager owns the product initiation, the project initiation, the deliverables of the project, managing the resources of the project, monitoring the project, right? Evaluating the project can be the work of a project manager. Then the Scrum Master, primarily at this point, like I said, they identify the roadblock, and whenever there's a development team, maybe they're trying to implement something, they're having a challenge, it is the role of the Scrum Master to resolve any development blockers that might come up. Another point of difference is that the product manager is an idea generator, right? They define a product roadmap, they do a market research, they identify the features that make up the product. So those are some characteristics. Now, at the project manager, right, optimum delivery, quality control, they ensure and maintain good quality control of the project. They define the scope of the project. They plan the activity. They manage the risks. Whenever they identify the risks that could be involved in the project phase, they identify the risks and they define mitigation steps to manage those risks. They also ensure that the project runs within the agreed budgets. For the Scrum Master, they support the team in implementing the requirements and methodology. They are the methodology experts in Scrum. They are the Scrum experts that will guide the team. So, you know what? In Scrum practices, we need to use 1 hour. In Scrum practices, when there's a blocker, we need to resolve it. In Scrum practices, this is how things are done. They know about Scrum. They coach the team about Scrum. So these are some of the major differences between the two, between a product manager, project manager, and Scrum Master. But if we highlight the points I've mentioned clearly, you'll see that some of the roles overlap. However, they are not the same. They have different roles and they play different key components within an organization. All right, thank you.